I love how he just completely ignores the things that I'm seeing that are very important to this case right now, and he's just throwing them all out the window like all the red seeds.
Just like how Galena's body was dismembered, then rearranged within the holding cell.
Yeah, that's pretty messed up.
PJ's bodies were also blown to pieces in the end.
Yeah.
Perhaps that's the nature of the curse that's
blown to pieces and alley-oop right onto their chandelier, nonetheless.
What do you think, Zach? Is there any significance to these similarities?
Probably some kind of significance, but I couldn't tell you what it is. I'm too focused on the red seeds, dude. I really do genuinely feel like that's got to be one of the most important parts of this case, and he just keeps on making it seem like they don't matter at all. Holy shit, Patricia looks cross-eyed as hell right now.
Hey!
Hey, it's Chuck.
What the hell you doing back here?
Investigating a murder site? What do you think, Chuck, you dumbass? What are you doing over here? I think that's a better question. Tell me I'm wrong. Could I just leave here if I wanted? I'm just curious. Could I just... Bye. That's kind of funny. Deuces, I have nothing to say to you, my boy.
You already solved the case, yeah?
No.
Come on. Get your ass out of town.
And he's smoking without smoking again.
Why do you think I solved the case?
Oh my god,
Shoot.
don't do that. Don't make that noise.
Exactly how stupid are you, FBI? This is Luke Carre, remember?
He's got peanut butter stuck to the roof of his mouth like a dog, dude. I don't know why he was making that noise. I hate that. Except for she's not.
Hey, Chuck, can you see the altar from there?
I'd see the whole damn thing. Along with your stupid ass standing there, trying to act all smart and shit.
You told me that the poacher's boat you were chasing disappeared around this area, correct?
Oh, there he goes again, bro.
Yeah, that's what I said, all right. What, you forget already? If you're just gonna waste our tax dollars out here, least you could do is catch them goddamn poachers. Fucking FBI, go and make yourself useful for once in your damn life.
All right, I kind of like Chuck,
Chuck,
though,
we
honestly.
don't chase down fishing
The
boats.
voice of the common man.
Unless it's a terrorist boat that plans to overthrow our government, that is.
Huh. Then stop acting all leery, like I ain't being truthful or whatever. I'm busy too, you know.
Also, isn't he like a
So long,
crawfish
FBI.
fisherman? Like, what is he poaching? What do the poachers poach down here? God knows he could stand to have a few of them kill a bunch of these crocodiles and alligators, you know what I mean? Make some nice boots out of them or something.
It was built here so that the ritual could be watched from a boat in the bayou.
We already knew that.
What do you mean?
Oh, you mean like they did it and then they backed up to a boat to watch
They
it?
could have just walked out here. There's no reason why they had to watch it from a boat.
Yeah, no, but transferring a body from
The goddess of
the
fertility.
mill to here would be really hard. Look, see, they did it across the river, so they'd have to go all the way up and bring it around the bridge and get down here. But instead, they just popped it on the boat, drove it over here. Oh, Ugin's back. Is he in the water this time? Holy shit, man. Yeah, York, I think that you might want to invest in a different cigarette brand, because this shit's getting scary. Seen some real messed up shit now.
Goddess of fertility. A fine name indeed. So much blood has been shed, yet you remain in this town. Surely you know why.
Of course I do, Hoongan. My
Oh,
work here isn't
Hoongun,
finished
sorry.
yet.
Hoongun, I forgot the
You know, I
N
could
in there.
really use one of your oracles right now.
You're more fun than I thought.
See, and Patty's just sitting there watching me talk to nothing inside the water, thinking I'm a crazy asshole, which is a valid thing to
Listen
think.
with your heart. Speak to the 17 comrades who saw the birth of New Orleans.
17 comrades.
Feel the holy Allah. The giant lady's finger points down toward your goal, the entrance to the forbidden.
Poetic and graceful as ever, Hoongan.
I genuinely have no idea what he's talking about. That didn't make any sense to me. Except for maybe the graveyard. That's the only thing that I can think of that might have statues. Maybe the things that the 17
Hungan's
things that he's
oracles leading
referencing
us
are
toward
the
the core of
graves.
this case. That's the one thing I'm sure of. But don't misunderstand, Zach. I'm not blindly following him. I only follow my intuition. Metaphysical offender profiling. That's all there is to it. The 17 comrades must refer to some area that has 17 of the same thing in it. We may need to use history to figure this one out. After all, we need to find someone or something that saw the birth of New Orleans. That's
I'm going
not it,
graveyard. Damn.
The 17 comrades must have survived for a shockingly long time. Remember, they were here to see the birth of New Orleans.
Okay, okay.
And we can't just round up every last old person in town.
Not
Somewhere,
elementary
There
school.
are 17 comrades who've survived for a very long time.
Is it these trees?
Zach?
That's the wow.
The French established the colony of La Nouvelle-Orléans.
How
in
would I have known that
1718,
there were 17 trees
just
here?
about 300 years ago. The only 17 comrades that would have been around back then are the 300-year-old oak trees along this road.
Yeah, but one of them was
A
cut
majestic
down,
road
if I recall
lined by oak
correctly.
trees. Come on, let's go ask these sages of Lucare for some help on our investigation.
How would I have known that there were 17 trees there, York?
Zach, the
Kind of
holy
memory you
olive
think I've
is
got?
a shockingly simple metaphor, especially considering the quality of the oracles we've received thus far. It seems as if Hungan's poetic muse is finally running dry. The great thing about us Americans is that we can recreate our homeland anywhere. We're happy to transport crunchy bacon across the deserts of Africa if we need to. That's what it means to be American, and this holy Allah is just another example of that. From the early days of the frontier era, they've been helping us Americans be what we've always meant to be. Zach, there's no Allah there. Don't think so hard about it. The holy Allah refers to that one thing we see so often in American town. Hey, Zach. if
Water
that's it-
towers?
I never doubted you, Zach. The holy Allah refers to a water tower. Specifically that water tower with its Clarkson family crest. It
Okay.
must be hiding some sort of clue. Let's fill the Allah and see what it yields.
Okay, fair enough. I guess. Kind of weird, but you know, whatever. I'm just here to solve the oracles. Even though I failed on both of them at least once.
Zach, what do you think the giant lady's finger is?
See, and I still
I'm
have
at a
that question
loss.
as well. Yeah, I have
never
no
thought
idea.
one of Hungan's childish riddles would force me to think so hard. But, oh well. I'm sure that as we deal with the rest of the oracle, it'll reveal itself to us.
A giant finger.
What? Is there something on my face?
Yeah, your face.
Listen carefully, Patricia.
Your face is on your face, and
As
it's
my
looking at me
skilled
fucking
assistant,
weird.
I trust you a great deal. So I want you to answer me honestly.
Answer what?
Do you have any idea where Melvin might have gone?
No.
He didn't seem to be acting or talking differently than usual?
No. I don't think so.
Okay, I believe your words. Zach, we
Your
have a lot of work
words.
to do. It feels like we're finally approaching the climax here.
This is the climax. Ba-na-na-na. All right. All right, all right. Well, with that out of the way, we've just got to go and place this doll somewhere. I say somewhere. What time is it? Oh, God. It's like 3 in the afternoon. I don't know whenever Danny's going to be available. Can't forget to mute the game. All right, let's travel up over to the Clarkson's place. I wonder if it's gotten any scarier or anything. Ooh. Ooh. Knocking stuff over on my desk. All right. Let's go and try this swing. I don't know whenever Danny's available, though. Oh, shit. It could be now. It might be right now, actually. Look, it's marked and everything. Oh my god, did we come at the perfect time? If I recall correctly, that's all we got left. Oh my god. What a legend. Also impossible. Boom. I think things just worked out perfectly for us, boys. For once in our godforsaken lives. I almost forgot to unmute, but I remembered to unmute. Nice. Here you go. What are you doing here? Hello, Daniel. Don't worry, I've already finished my business here. What do you mean? Huh? That's my treasures. Where did you get that? I happened to cross it during my investigation. Galena had been searching for this doll right before I found her on the plantation. I figured it was the same doll you mentioned when you shared that memory with me. Oh. I still want to kiss you. You shared your dreams with each other here, didn't you? Yeah, back in the good old days, before I wanted to kiss you. On the lips, she had dreams and I had ambitions. I became a Clarkson, someone everyone feared and respected, and found myself a true princess. Our future was bright. Still had my right arm, too. It was set in stone that I would be the next king. Hey, York, let me ask you something. How come you couldn't let that asshole get blown up before he made me get my right arm bitten off by a goddamn crocodile? You got horrible timing, I just want you to know that. No, wait. No, that ain't right. Even you can tell that's a lie, right? No one respects me one bit. Hell, they even make fun of me. They all call me the deadbeat from California behind my back. All I could do was cling to my family. They're all I got. I had no choice but to stick with my treasure. And now, I've lost everything. That's not true. Look, you're still alive, aren't you? You can still tough it out and survive, Daniel. I'm sure that's what Galena and Lise would want you to do. Really? Think you fucking know everything, don't you? But you didn't know I want to kiss you on the lips. Here's your reward. Go on, it's yours. I don't want to have to owe nothing to some FBI man. While I'm at it. There, I kissed you on the lips. Just you wait, my treasure. I'm gonna survive this as a member of the Clarkson family. Zach, sometimes you really can judge a book by its cover. Daniel is neither a villain nor a person of power. The reason he's trying so hard to look so tough is to keep the monstrous Clarkson family from eating him alive. By the way, Zach, you'll have to take this reward instead of me. An FBI special agent could never accept such a thing, especially not something this expensive. So it's yours, not mine. Got it, Zach? The doll is expensive? The doll sucks. The doll didn't even give me any whatchamacallit. It didn't even give me any stamina. That's the only thing I care about in those dolls. I'm just saying. I love that they have one of these barrels over here. Actually, that's funny as shit. You could come and camp over here if you wanted. You know, if you got caught out here real late at night and for some reason didn't want to pay the wyvern fee to get back. Although I really don't understand the concept of sleeping outside in this game in the first place. There's just no good reason to do it. I've never been in a situation where I'm like, well, I can't get back to town now. I'm fucking screwed. And plus, if you did try to sleep at I wonder if you start the fire, if maybe the red things fuck off and don't mess with you. That's really about the only thing that I could see justifying it, you know what I mean? Alright, where were we headed to? Was, what was the first place that it told us to go and check out? Oh shit, how did I already forget? Oh yeah. No, that was the... Oh, no, it was. Okay, let's go to the owl's nest. I was going to say, they said the 17 sentinels or whatever. Also, that was like officially the last side quest in this game that we had to do. From here on out, it's nothing but actual story. We are in the clear, finally. Thank God. You just can't imagine my pure excitement at the fact that I genuinely just get to play through the story now. See, it didn't happen like that in Deadly Premonition 1, you know what I mean? Whenever I finished the last side quest, I was like, oh man, well, I mean, I guess we're done with all that. Hell yeah, big area. But in this game, it was genuinely like, I don't know, a wave of grace has washed over me where I feel free. Oh my God, he fell out of the air. Did you see him? Memorial Oak Street. And I got off my board all at once. Incredible timing, honestly.
Zach, do you sense that? These trees have watched over this land for the past 300 years. Long before the Clarksons built up their town, these trees were here. If they could speak, I wonder what they'd have to say about this case.
I'd probably say something like, get me water, photosynthesize.
Has there always been a different number of trees on each side?
Yeah. I heard that by the time our town came along, there were only 17 left.
The odds of that, dude. I'm just saying, there's no way that I would know that there were 17 trees on this fucking street. And I wonder what happened to this one.
A general from the South might have cut one down during the Civil War.
Why would anyone in the Civil War waste time cut... Oh, firewood,
Intriguing,
actually.
Patty. Why did he cut one down?
Probably gets cold around
I don't
here.
know. Folks say he planted a red tree in its place. I don't know if that's true or not, though.
Oh my God. If Kaysen was around during that time, if Kaysen was planting red trees during the Civil War, I'm gonna lose my fucking
the shape
mind.
Of these seeds. They look just like the ones we saw at Lisa's altar.
He can't keep getting away with this.
Patty, it appears that legend about the red tree wasn't a total lie. The first tree is withered and gone, but the shells from its seeds remain. Perhaps that red tree left some descendants somewhere else.
What? Willie? I swear to God, I'm losing my fucking mind. I'm losing my fucking mind. I'm losing my fucking mind. Is that Willie? I'm going crazy.
Zach, he seems to know something that we don't.
Yeah,
Doesn't it
like
seem
that there's a
he's trying
crazy
to guide
asshole in
us somewhere?
town. If we see Forrest Case in here, I'm gonna
What?
freak out,
What's going
dude.
on?
Oh, look at that nice old lady hanging out on her porch, though.
Change of plans, Patty. Let's go on a little stroll with that Dalmatian.
I'm gonna be so baffled. And also, my God, did they really have to add another segment of Follow the Dog? Didn't we get enough of this in Deadly Premonition 1? Oh, I can't even talk to her. Oh shit, he's getting away. Wait for me, Willie. Maybe Willie. If this is Willie, if I find Kaysen in this town, bro, I'm gonna lose it. Look, he's even staying on the sidewalks. Oh my God, it is Willie. I mean, to be fair, we haven't seen any other dogs in town besides the ones that try to eat us alive. I'm baffled that we're back here, back at square one. But for now, we don't have Kaysen sitting there talking in our ear, being like, you know, I used to blah, 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 and blah, 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 running his mouth. Talking to Emily like they're going to be friends or something. Only to find out he's a huge scumbag who's going to assault and implant a seed inside of her body. There's a fence. I was going to say, if he runs through this fence, I will actually lose my mind. Sorry, I just felt like it. I love that the other guy that he's sitting there talking to has zero reaction to it either. He's just like, I don't know, this asshole in a nice suit just came up and punched the shit out of my friend. He said he's an FBI agent to keep his mouth shut. Gave him $100. See, that's not actually a fine from the Bureau. That's actually just York paying people off to not report him. You can punch anyone in the face if you give them $100. Not me. I'd take at least 1,000. Oh my god. Is he leading us to the, I think he is. He's leading us to the red tree over here at the lake. My guess. Yep, there it is. It's so funny too, because I like the first or second episode of this game. No, maybe a little later than that, with how long the interview sequences are. You know what I mean? But very early on in the game, when we came down here to kill crocodiles for Melvin, I made note of, hey, there's a scary red tree over here, man, just like from the other game. And sure enough, it all leads back to it. Yeah, sometimes doing little shitty side quests in this game pays off. Willie, you're a good dog. Your owner's a fucking asshole, though. Red tree.
Is this the red tree that General planted?
No way! This is a maple tree.
Is it?
A maple tree? Then it shouldn't be red at this time of year.
I was gonna say, and how do you know so much about trees? I thought that you weren't a botanist, miss.
You're right. That's strange. A long time ago, my mama and daddy used to come here together a lot.
Why?
They told me they used to go on dates here, back before I was born.
Okay, maybe she just... Your dad just used to bring your mom on dates to the pond that's infested with
Mama
deadly
would make
crocodiles?
sandwiches, then they'd come here and eat them together.
They'd run from crocodiles, almost lose their legs. It was awesome.
My mama was really pretty, you know.
Yeah, big emphasis on the was.
When I was a kid, I believed she was a real goddess.
Oh no.
Under the boughs of a legendary tree that stayed red all year long, a small miracle was born.
Oh my god, okay, no, they were talking about this specific
One
tree.
man managed to win the heart
Oh,
of
shit.
the most beautiful girl in the world.
Keep knocking
They
my
call
phone off
him
of its little charging thing over here.
Melvin Woods.
Melvin Wood.
Looks like it's time to move on. What a fantastic guide we managed to find. He actually waited for us to finish talking before taking us on to the next spot.
Is he just gonna give us a tour of all the red trees in town? I know that there's another one. I've seen like 2 other ones. I think there's one by the graveyard. And then one more somewhere else, but I can't remember where I saw it. But I've seen several of the red trees around town, and I always kind of point them out. I think one of them is just like out in the middle of a area next to some houses by the river, if I recall correctly. Maybe that's the other one that I saw. Really, Sweary? You couldn't match up the running paces here? I'm so spoiled by running paces in games, you know what I mean? Ever since, because I used to never think anything of it. I'd be like, okay, yeah, I'm sure that's like a hard thing to match up, which I'm sure it still is. But I got so spoiled playing Red Dead Redemption 2 whenever it first came out. You know, the whole ability to just hold A and ride with your posse. You just stay perfectly in line, have nice conversations on the horses, it'd be real cinematic. Or the ability alone to just set your marker and then hold a button and have him follow that path that was set from the marker and just be able to switch around the cinematic camera and get all these nice angles and shots. Man, Red Dead Redemption 2 is an amazing game. I need to play that on here at some point. Yeah, that's not a half bad idea. That ain't a half bad idea. Play some Red Dead Revolver 2 to start the series off, man. I love Red Dead Revolver. Red Dead Revolver is probably my favorite one out of all three of those games. Sorry, Undead Nightmare is its own thing, and that is included in that series of playthrough. I really like the Red Dead series. Red Dead is a terrific game, and it's not nearly as long as Grand Theft Auto. What the fuck? Very funny. Very funny, bud. I really like Red Dead Revolver. I love how arcadey it is and how quick-paced and just like, you know, off the cuff. Pew! I don't know how else to explain it. Feels like a real spaghetti western. So does the first game, though. The second game feels a lot more like a cinematic western, you know, something akin to like 310 to Yuma or some shit, as opposed to like Red Dead Revolver feeling more of something like, you know, A Fistful of Dollars. Banging trilogy, that series. Fistful of Dollars for a few more dollars, and The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly. I used to really dislike Western movies actually growing up. I had a real disdain for them. I think because all the old people in my life watched them, and I just have like memories of being a kid and being like, I want to watch. I'd say cartoons. I wasn't really that into cartoons growing up. I really liked 3D animation, especially the real janky stuff. Roly Poly Oly, shit like that. Jimmy Neutron, obviously. Like, they are, by all means, completely hideous shows. Like, they are not... They are nice to look at, but not in the traditional way of nice. Like, they're not super easy on the eyes. Shit, that's why I like Toy Story 1 and 2 so much too, is because like those are really nice to look at, but they've still got that feel of early 3D animation where it's like there's just something off about it, you know what I mean? And I think that the reason I like that shit is probably because it was so close to like being video game-esque. You know, like nowadays, you know, you see a Disney movie. To be fair, it's also it's got something specifically to do. Oh, here's the one that was in the houses. This one, the whole thing is red. But there is something to say about how every Disney animated movie now, 3D animated movie, looks the exact same. I feel like all of their designs for models and everything just come off looking extremely similar, and I really don't like it. You know, I miss back in the day whenever you get something like Toy Story 1 compared to like Monsters, Inc. Which, to be fair, I mean, the humans do look the exact same. The human models do look the exact same in those, but obviously monsters and toys are going to look completely different. But still a better time. Just vastly different movies and concepts, I guess, to be fair, is the bigger thing. It's just how different the concept of those movies alone are.
How would you rate this
And now it's just so frequently the same thing of like, oh, princess and bad thing happened. Ooh, look out, and people.
Not bad, I reckon.
I say that. You get different movies now, too. Is Encanto, is that a Disney movie?
They made good use of
That
its
one was
natural
pretty
form,
okay.
while also pulling out the soul from within. The artificial color also looks pretty. You don't usually see this level of harmony.
Zach, did you catch all that? She sounded just like the curator of an art gallery in New York.
Once again, I thought that you weren't a botanist.
I think we may have just uncovered a new side of her.
Yeah, the botanist side, which she lied
But
about down by the
unfortunately,
river.
I can't see anything artistic about it. Honestly, it looks insane to me.
I agree.
That's all I get from it.
All right, Willie, where
And there's
to
no way
next,
that
bud?
this is a descendant of the tree that the general planted.
That's when Willie jumped up and bit York right in the nuts. I can't wait for Willie to lead us back to Forest Cason and York just be, you know, very casual with him, very, very neutral, and like, I get a weird vibe from this guy, but I don't think he's really connected to the case that much, and it's just how wrong he's gonna be. I think that this is also a partly one of the reasons that people have issues with this game in some format, you know what I mean? Is the whole idea that this game, if I remember correctly, it does retcon a bunch of things. Or maybe even does less than retcon. It just kind of breaks the continuity of this game to the first game. Willie, you're being a little shithead. Like, there's just a lot of things that don't make sense for York not to put together once he's in Greenvale after the experience he had here, you know what I mean? Like, the whole... What the fuck? God damn it, Willie, you know I can't swim. York don't like water. I was about to say, I was like, where's that dog at? Yeah, it's just very weird that, you know, he didn't immediately think of like the trees and the everything else. Not to mention, like, that's like a big point of the first game is like, oh, these seeds, they come from this town, from the seeds in this town, blah, 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 which like later on, I guess we do figure out that like it's not just from this town. But he also, like, in the first game never mentioned San Rouge or any of that. He's always just talking about, I've been following these red seeds from a series of cases I'm looking into. He's never mentions a drug being made out of them or anything like that. In fact, he almost seems partially baffled that people are being forced to ingest them. Whereas I feel like if you had been viewing other cases where people were smoking them and then dying, you'd maybe be like, okay, well, someone's doing something fucked up with these seeds by making people ingest them because they're also used to make this crazy drug that takes you into a different dimension. Makes you insane and makes you visualize weird shit and blah blah blah. It just, yeah, so I guess retconning would not be the right term. It'd be more of like, it breaks, there's like the continuity between this game being a prequel to the first game is like not as sound, I think, as they would have preferred it to come off. Hang on, dog. You've used all my stamina running around in circles, you little shit. Willie, don't you dare leave me. Man, and this is with a stamina upgrade by like 60% as well. That's the crazy thing. Got a large stamina upgrade and it's still not enough. Oh, there was one in the park, wasn't there? Was there? I don't remember. This whole fucking town looks the exact same, let's be honest. Which, like, I would complain about more. And trust me, I complained about it plenty whenever we were looking for the floors. But at the same time, you know, it's a Southern American town. A lot of Southern American towns do genuinely just look super basic, boring, and very copy and paste in a lot of ways. Yeah, as someone who grew up in a, I'm not going to call it a southern town, not to mention, you know, it's like next to a pretty big city. It's, I don't know, it's not out of the ordinary for things to look very similar from place to place. I can't tell you how many areas I've been to that look exactly like other areas in my real life, but this is a video game and things are supposed to be different, you know, a little outlandish, make you feel something. Like, for instance, whenever I play Shenmue or Yakuza, you know what I mean? Those are just simple little towns as well. Or cities in Yakuza's case. Towns in Shenmue, cities in Yakuza. And somehow they managed to be like intricately designed and super interesting and fun to, I wouldn't say explore, because it's not like there's like a whole lot to explore, but fun to move around in. You know what I mean? It feels good. Now, Yakuza, a little less so in terms of that, just because it's just a bunch of corridors, really, that you're walking down to fight people in. It's really more of just a vehicle for you to get into fist fights with, which is awesome. You know, that if I had to choose another series to do a long run of, it'd probably be the Yakuza series, you know, since we finished Kingdom Hearts and all that, but I just don't know if I'm ready to step up to the plate on that, man, because my God, that Kingdom Hearts playthrough lasted a long fucking time. Like, a long time. Almost a year, I feel like. You know, whenever you're only posting like 30 minutes of gameplay a day of it, which, you know, sometimes would be a lot more for me, there was a lot. And we didn't even ever actually do every single boss in it either. That's the funny thing. My only requirement for those games was I want the secret ending in every single one. And that to me will signify that I've played enough of this game, because I wasn't going to spend the extra like 30 to 40 hours to buff my character up to the extreme just to fight some crazy ass super boss, which I think is very valid. Oh, was there one? I guess there was one back here too. I don't know. The only time that we ever really went back here was during the floor, and you know, I think you'd be able to forgive me if I've parsed a lot of that away into the deep memories of things I don't want to remember. I see the tree this time, man. I'm gonna beat him over there. I'll meet you there, Willie. I'm assuming that that's Willie. I have absolutely no basis for that assumption, but I'm choosing to believe that it's him.